What is up? This is Hutch back from another video. So in this video, I will be teaching you how to make a card. So first step in making a card is you just want to have a general card shape. And then you want to just duplicate it and then shrink it again. So there's a small little border right there. Make sure it's about even. Okay, and make another one. And this will be where the text is, and this will be where the actual image is. So, yeah. So, to make the border a bit, or card a bit more interesting, put circles around all four corners. Actually, I'm trying to make this card as intricate as possible because I think that looks cooler. So I'm just going to put a circle in there. Inside that, I'm going to put a diamond. I know it seems very complicated, and that's kind of the point. And then I'll duplicate this onto all four corners of the card. Now, in the center, or I'll have lines connecting about in the middle of that. And in the center, I'll do the circle, just like the square diamond. Scale that down a bit. And center that. Like a bit more. And just gonna select all of this. Rotate that vertically. And then put it on the top. And then I'll rotate that so I can put it onto the side. So the middle, if you click on something, it'll show the center point of it. So I was a bit off of the center point. Center point is a bit lower. And once you can click on and off and they're about the same place, then you'll know you're good. And then I can just scale this to go to both things. And then I'll just duplicate that and then rotate it. Then I'll just line that up right there. Okay. Next step is you just want to have like a so I'm just gonna create two squares right here, and these are just gonna be by basic colors. So I'm thinking like maybe a dark green and like dark blue. No, it should be like a lighter green, something like that. So I just kind of go in and start filling in all the colors that I think would be that dark green, or the darker color out of the two. And then all the ones that are touching it get to be the other color. So you kind of just, and all of these would be the other green. And the ones touching that get to be the darker green. And you kind of see how it is if it's touching it, then they get to be the dark green. Boom. I missed that one. That should have been the lighter green. The rest of the border, or the rest of the thing, can be the lighter green. Now you can remove all border thickness and just adjust these to where they're in better. Like that. The text it should be the darker color, and the background the background of the card should be lighter color. Normally for that, I just like making it just slightly lighter, just to give some contrast. So, in this, if you just want to put some text, make it normally color. This is going to be the night card or something. So just scale whatever image you're going to use. And now I'm just going to click on all of the darker, or the ones of the same color of the dark green. And a good way to test that is just by moving it, if you see it. These are going to get grouped. Anyway, so I'm just going to make this more maybe the gold color. Now send the four corners back, and then send it in front. And then the rest and the other green, I'm gonna make like a gray-ish color. Test what I have, and that I'm going to make that gray color. The back can be like a, well, that's supposed to be that gray, a bit darker. This can be a really dark gray, and yeah, in the background I think a light gold. Just gonna use the eyedropper tool, eyedrop the color, and you could leave it like that. I'm just making it a bit lighter. Okay, in this part you can just write whatever you want, but this is gonna be the night card just for anything. You don't have to do all these steps. These are just what some common, oh, I misspelled that. Night. This is just some common card elements that are often seen. Philippa font, bold, shrink that sucker down so it can just go on top, and I normally just like scaling the top to show the name. I'm actually gonna delete that top part. Make that the gray, make it a bit darker because it's kind of hard to see. I'll just make it black. Right, so common elements that can be seen on cards are like some sort of health, mobility, and defense. So those are the three I'm going to do. So for health, you just normally want to have like a find the heart, and just make it a red color. Then for attack, normally a quick way of making swords, it's just a thin line like that. Put a thing on top, a little spike. To make the hilt, I normally like to just rotate the spike on top. Scale that, duplicate, rotate, and just send that onto the bottom. And adjust the size accordingly. And then just do a handle. A bit smaller than the blade. I do think I made the blade a bit too large, so I'll just do that, and these are way too big. And then this would be like a metal color. The guard is like a darker color. This would be a darker color too. Oh, that one's not quite as dark as I'd like it to be. Okay. Sword. So, and then a symbol of attack is just two swords kind of crossed on top of each other. Like that. So, attack, defense, or attack, or health, attack, speed, and defense I think I'll be the 4 attributes. That you can just use lightning bolt and make it yellow. And I'll do defense, I guess. So for shield, what you can do for shield, just a circle. Make that circle brown. Put it on top. Send it over. Just make it slightly larger. Send it to back. Make it a metal gray color. And then make something in the center the same gray color. I don't think that's... And then just group that. Actually, yeah. So now, just place one of your objects on there. Look at its size on format options, so like a height of 0.27. Make sure to turn on lock aspect ratio. And then just make the rest of them the same size, and just place them on other corners. And then insert word art, and now they're pretty strong, so maybe 3 health. You can think about this, what it means in like an actual game or something, but this is just an example. Say 3 health, a little less attack or something. Defense, maybe like 5. Because they're armored. No ability, maybe like 3 as well or something. And then double click. Knights are very strong and defensive units. And just want to write a message there. And shrink that way down. Maybe not that small. And to get it to kind of mess with it, you can just hit enter. And I like to center the text. And there you go. That is how you can make a cool looking card. Bye, Z-Sides.